countdown is on to a United Auto Workers strike against the big three automakers. 10:59 tonight, Kansas City time.
Now, two of those automakers have plants here in the metro. General Motors in Kansas City, Kansas, and of course Ford in Claycomo. Fox 4's Jonathan Ketz is live at the Ford plant on the Missouri side. Are workers saying much about this, John?
No, they're not right now, Lauren. 69 Highway is the barrier or the borderline between Claycomo, that village, and Pleasant Valley, the city where we are right now. Once there is a shift change at the Ford plant, business is off to my right in the city of Pleasant Valley. Get rather busy. Workers at the Ford plant were concerned about talking to Fox 4 about the likelihood of a looming strike. You haven't been through something like this before.
No, not at all. It's very new.
The Thunderbird Bar and the deli next door are two places that start to fill up in Pleasant Valley when workers leave the plant.
In the business they go to, if you get off work, you want to go have a sandwich or a beer, it's in Pleasant Valley, and we appreciate that.
David Slater is the executive director of the Clay County Economic Development Council. He is also the former mayor of Pleasant Valley.
They were my economy. First thing I did when I got to be mayor is every vehicle we bought was Ford. And we were going to support them because they've been huge supporters for us. They keep our businesses going.
Get down! Kansas City's a union town. Get up!
2,100 workers work at the GM Fairfax plant. 7,200 work at the Ford Claycomo plant. Neither local union representing the Ford or GM workers would speak to Fox 4 on camera. The UAW wants a 40% pay increase over 4 years, a return to traditional pensions, and a 32-hour work week, but wages as if they were working for 40. Regardless, there is sentiment for those workers up in Clay County.
But I think it's really sad, you know, with everything going up and everything. I'm trying to survive with the family and stuff, and the housing has gone sky high, rentals and everything.
If the big three automakers don't make a deal with the UAW tonight, John, we can expect picketing to begin.
John, rather interesting situation with all three potentially striking at once, but there are reports tonight the UAW may do what's called targeted strikes at some plants instead of have everyone go off the job at once. Would the local plants be striking in that case? Do we know yet?
We don't know, John, but we did hear about those targeted strikes. Whether or not Ford Claycomo workers are a part of it, we don't know. It was interesting. We also talked on the phone with the local UAW 31 president across the state line in KCK. He says he'll know by 9 o'clock tonight whether or not his workers are going to strike.